We'll move on. Thank you very much, Mike. And our next caller is Wayne, and I believe you also have your question for Denzil.
Well, I just don't understand why Mr. Minnan-Wong is in the role that he's in. I seem to remember at the start of the last regime, he was Mayor Ford's hatchet man, and he led the charge to corrupt his own debate procedure at his Public Works and Infrastructure Committee meeting, to muzzle the public and muzzle the safety experts that the city hires, and pulled out the Jarvis bike lane for a purely political, personal political agenda, and made the streets less safe for all Torontonians.
Okay. Well, I think Denzil, you want to respond?
I don't agree with very many of the things that you said. I think I have a reputation on my committee of following the rules, of being respectful of the public, giving them their time to speak, of giving members of council and guests of council their opportunity, and following the rules quite fairly. We may disagree about the substance of it, but that's the nature of a democracy. The caller may have a certain partisan feeling about the Jarvis Street bike lanes. I thought the decision that we made was right and proper, and a lot of Torontonians and my constituents also felt that way. I respect the caller's partisan nature, but his questions, but I disagree with them.
Well, interestingly, I sat on that committee with you, Mr. Deputy Mayor, and it's true. You have it in you to be very respectful, and like me, I think you're committed to the idea of government where government plays by the rules. But you'll recall that there had been no discussion about Jarvis. The report that was in front of us wasn't about Jarvis. It was brought as a surprise, and it didn't give the public or the members of the committee a chance to look at any advice from staff that suggested that what you did and what other members of the committee did was better or worse. It was just dumped on us. Same as some of the issues around the pedestrian bridges. I'm hoping that maybe we can get out of that environment where members of the public and members of the council have surprise and no chance for the kind of vigorous and thoughtful debate that gets the best outcomes. I'll put that there as a challenge for you for this term, and hope you rise to it.
Just to be clear, my recollection of the issue was what we were dealing with was a citywide bikeway report that had to deal with all the streets across the city. Mm-hmm. Previously, as the meeting was coming up, it was reported in the media that this might come up. The rules allowed, because we were dealing with a citywide issue, for Jarvis Street to come up. It came up properly, and there was an opportunity to make a deputation, so the rules were followed. I have a record of accomplishment of achieving things, and I take difficult files and see them through. You look at contracting out garbage, difficult file, rancorous issue. This first separated bike network in the city of Toronto that I had to get Mayor Ford to support, and I did. Difficult issue, delivered. You look at some of the things that we did on the committee with regard to congestion and gridlock, done. Historic labor agreement, rancorous issue. I'd like to get everyone to agree, but sometimes if you want to make an omelet, you got to crack a few eggs.
All right.
Wasn't it Stalin that said that?
I don't think so.
I think it was.
Okay, there's no more. The campaigning is over. The campaigning's over. We're into the 4 years that lie ahead.